O.J. Simpson said, I'm better than O.J. And he had quite a rookie year for the Patriots. He'd been with the Patriots, the Bears. He ran one back for 100 yards against the Rams in an exhibition game. We're getting ready now. And the season is underway here in Oakland. And the kick comes to Garrett, a yard deep. He's out to the 15, to the 20. Finds the hole at the 30. Excellent run back. And he's down to the 34-yard line. And he's hit down there by Mel Blount, number 47, and by Jack Delaplane, the rookie, number 35. 34-yard line. That was a 35-yard return by Garrett. Stabler will be the quarterback, number 12. Clarence Davis, 28. Mark Van Egan, number 30, the running back. Marv Hubbard's out for the year. Van Egan will have to go at fullback. Bolitnikoff, the wide receiver, right, and Cliff Branch to the left. And there's a typical Pittsburgh steel curtain. Jack Lambert coming in there to plug up the hole. Davis carrying the ball. Art Shell, 78, the left tackle. Upshaw, 63, the left guard. Dave Dalby, center, 50. George Beeler, 64, the right guard. John Vella, 75, the right tackle. Dave Casper, who's had a tremendous preseason, is the tight end, number 87. Second down and 10. Oakland on their own 34-yard line. We're just underway. A complete sellout. Stabler, a little flare out. Clarence Davis is hemmed in, and he's knocked down to the 35-yard line by Steve Furness. Now let's talk about Pittsburgh's front four. There's a change there. Greenwood, 68 at left edge. Joe Green, 75 at left tackle. Ernie Holmes, 63 at right tackle. But Furness is starting at right end in place of the injured Dwight White. Furness, number 64. Ham, 59. Russell, 34, the outside backers. Lambert, 58 in the middle. J.T. Thomas, Mel Blount, the corners. Mike Wagner and Glenn Edwards, the safety men. Third down and 9. The Raiders from their 35. Plenty of time. There he is. He's wide open to Casper. Dave Casper for a first down. Anytime you give Stabler that much time, he's going to hit him.
Yeah, you're really in trouble. Casper's had really a good preseason, too, Kurt. But you got the key, I think, and that is the pass rush. And this is something that the Steelers really are noted for, is a good pass rush. But you look at that blocking up there in front, so we got to give O'Beeler and Upshaw and Dalby some credit. He just sits back there and picked him out. Casper has had a good year. He just kind of swallows that ball, as they tell me.
He does.
Jack Helm from Penn State brought him down.
All right, Garrett's in now as a linebacker. They countered fake to him and gave it out to Van Egan, who crossed the 50-yard line into Pittsburgh territory, where Joe Green and Ernie Holmes, the two tackles, pinched him at the 49-yard line of Pittsburgh. You very seldom, Don, I believe, can beat Pittsburgh without some kind of a running game.
It's true, Kurt, but I wonder if there's any significance in the fact that the two times they've run right at Joe Green, which is not, I don't know whether that's a smart thing to do. Maybe they're trying to check out and just see how healthy he is.
That used to be a real no-no. There goes Garrett, trying to get outside. And a nifty run for about 3 yards, considering the heavy traffic he was running under. Mel Blount brought him down, the right cornerback, number 47. Garrett can do a lot of things. He can come out of the backfield and catch the ball. He has nifty feet. He's good in the open field. Banasak now comes in for Van Egan. The 11-year veteran will be number 40. And he was tied with O.J. Simpson last year with 16 rushing touchdowns. He's an amazing player for his age.
And didn't start a ball game.
Third down and 5 for the Raiders on the Steeler 46. Stabler, time again. A crossing pattern to Garrett for a first down. 35. Garrett dancing away to the 30-yard line. Oh, Garrett from Stabler.
All right, all right. Well, again, it was just a little bit too much time. I'm telling you, they're really blocking him off. You see a double on Green there. You've got Ernie Holmes trying to get through. You give a guy coming out of the backfield. A lot of guys are throwing more and more to their backs, Kurt. I think it's smart. That was Lambert that came over and overran the play a little bit. That was his man, too, coming out of the backfield. But it's awfully hard to ask Jack Lambert to cover Carl Garrett.
Well, he missed him once, went back and tackled him. The handoff is to Banasak. Banasak met at the 29-yard line by Mel Blount, the right cornerback.
Let's take a look at this one. You got Green. That's some A lot of action up there in the middle of that line, and there's not much penetration by the Pittsburgh front four.
The Raiders like that. Setting there is Chuck Noll, the Steeler head coach. Second down, 9. The Raiders on the Steeler 29. There's no score. Early in the first period. Faber on a draw play. Oh, boy, what a hit by Steve Burnett from Rhode Island in the 5th year. He's been a very valuable man for the Steelers, filling in a tackle or defensive end, and he threw Davis for a yard loss on the draw play. You very seldom see a draw play go for a loss.
Well, a lot of times, Kurt, though, if they're really playing that thing right, they can't get it for a loss. Burnett has worked most of his career on the inside as defensive tackle. They've worked him an awful lot this preseason at both ends, really, to be an all-around swing guy that can play any of those positions in the middle. That time he was alert, as was Ernie Holmes.
We have 3 wide receivers in now. Bradshaw, Branch, and Biletnikoff. The pass is to the sideline, and it's no good. Bradshaw slipped. There was a comeback, and he slipped, lost his feet, and then started back.
All right, we got him all the way down there. He did come back. Again, Stabler had good time to throw. We used to call it a fake fly and comeback pattern. You see him start. He slipped right there on the grass a little bit, came back, didn't get his balance in time to get his eye on the ball, but he had Blunt pretty well under control.
All right, a rookie, Fred Steinfort, will attempt his first field goal in official National Football League action. Here's the kick. It is up. It is blocked by the Steelers.
Oh, yeah.
And they have a recovery. Joe Green was on it. The Steelers blocked it. Manasak recovered it, but doesn't mean anything. It's the Steelers' ball on the Steelers' 43-yard line.
I think it's really kicked too low, Kurt. I don't think it was really ever got good height on the ball. But you're kicking over guys. Green 6'4", 6'5", Greenwood 6'7", Ernie Holmes. They put them all in the middle, but Green's the one that got up there.
All right, we have a timeout with a score. Pittsburgh nothing and Oakland nothing.
Beneath the hood of this Chrysler Corvette.
To the Super Bowl, gives it to Rocky Blyer. Blyer slips away from George Atkinson and is out of bounds on his 45-yard line. Linebacker Monty Johnson drove him out. This telecast presented by authority of the National Football League. It is intended for the private use of our audience. Any rebroadcast or other use of the telecast without the express written consent of the Oakland Raiders and the National Football League is prohibited. Webster is the starting center for the Steelers. Grossman starting in place of Larry Brown, who wasn't quite right physically today. Second down, 8. Pittsburgh on their 45.
Down 60.
Bradshaw's pass, no good. Boy, he fired that one in there. Skip Thomas broke it up, intended for Lynn Swan.
I think that was an audible we saw. That's got Lynn Swan coming down on the inside, a little quick turn in. Really didn't come back for the ball real well. He jumped up to try to get it, and it hit him right between the 8s. That's a tough one. Puts him down in a 3rd and a long situation, Kurt.
They are using a 3-man front right now. Oakland, Phil Yaw, Dave Rowe, and Siswa. They have taken out a linebacker and now have 5 secondary men. Charlie Phillips is in. 3rd and 8 for the Steelers. Backs are going out. Everybody's slipping on that ground, and that's broken up by Charlie Phillips. Charlie Phillips, the second-year player from Southern Cal. These secondary backs are really banging into these receivers.
Yeah, they really are. The pass was intended for Randy Grossman. You'll see Bradshaw, when he goes back, he sets up in the infield of the baseball diamond, tries to plant, slides a little bit, gets pretty good protection. They've got a lot of guys back there. 3rd down and long. They're looking for the pass. Grossman comes out of this ball. If it were thrown behind him a little bit more, he's in a good position for an interception.
Bobby Walden, the old vet, 13 years. Punt formation. Colsey is deep. He made the most yards returning in the history of the National Football League last year. Walden's trying to spot the ball, and his kick is out of bounds between the 15 and 20 to put it out on the 18-yard line. They'll kick it away from Colsey. He urged him, and Walden is an artist at that. A timeout with a score. Pittsburgh nothing and Oakland nothing.
Now coming in, Grain. Red Grain.
Green! Another red grain.
Hey, Grain! I ain't never played football with no legend.
When you've got a well-known name, people expect a lot. we've got a beer named after the city that means beer, Old Milwaukee. It's a tough name to live up to, but Old Milwaukee beer tastes as great as its name.
Grange, huh? Pittsburgh sent in a kid named Dale Sayers.
Attention, please. Now coming in.
Hi, Max Mileage here, welcoming you to the Firestone Car Service Center, where you can count on us to help you get maximum mileage. We specialize in front-end alignment and precision wheel balancing. We replace worn-out shocks and overhaul drum and disc brakes and return the worn-out parts. Want to know more about Firestone's Max Mileage Car Service?
Monroe-Matic heavy-duty shock absorbers, only $9.88 each. Available at Firestone stores and participating dealers.
It's Super Strongman Steve Reeves starring in Hercules, Monday at 8, 7 Central and Mountain Time. And see Hercules Unchained, Sunday, September 19th on NBC.
Otis Sistrunk now playing a right end in the replanned Oakland front defense. Raiders ball on her 17 for a first down. The handoff is to Van Egan, and the steel curtain plugs them up. Difficult team to run on. L.C. Greenwood and Ernie Holmes on the tackle. Greenwood 68, Holmes is 63. 7 Steelers on this defensive unit, made the Pro Bowl last year, including all 3 linebackers and 3 of the secondary. That's not bad.
Not bad.
Second down, 7 for the Raiders on their own 20-yard line. Flag is down, our first flag of the game. Clarence Davis trying to get outside.
Couldn't turn it, Kurt. They had too much penetration from that right defensive side. While we see what the flag is, let me tell you that old Bill Kilmer has done it again. Came back with 45 seconds to go and threw a 5-yard touchdown pass to Mike Thomas, and the Redskins beat the Giants 19-17. How about that, Joe? And let's see, we got some more here. Now he's marking it off. I better listen to what he's got to say. Talk to me.
Offside, number 75, defense, second down.
Joe Green's offside. It's on the 25-yard line of the Raiders. They have now a second down and 3. Biletnikoff spread right, Cliff Branch left. They have an unmatched battery of receivers in this team. Van Egan, a momentary hole, and then it was plugged up. Joe Green made the hit. Looked like he was going somewhere.
Yeah, it really did. Open up there quickly. They're going to... Let's see who closes this hole up. You see Furness taking a double-team block. You got Green sliding down the middle. He's the one that gets in there, followed up by Jack Lambert at middle linebacker. Furness was the one that took the double team, though, and Joe Green slides down the line. You know, Kurt, it looks here it's going to be close. He did it.
John Madden is, he was fiery before the game. He says, let's slow these guys down right now before they get going. Opening game. He said they're a great team.
I was surprised that he felt that they could run against them. That's what he thought that they could do, and not too many people do.
Pete Banasak's in as running back. Stabler.
Uh-oh.
There it is. Davis can't hold on to it. Clarence Davis was cutting laterally underneath the zone. The Raiders do that with their receivers.
Curtis, a good example, though. That time he had pressure. He didn't give Davis time enough to work on Lambert. Davis is going to outrun Lambert if Stabler's got time to throw. They got a little pressure that time, and he had to throw it, and Lambert was there. Actually, he dropped it anyway.
Raiders have had the ball most of the time here in the first period. 8:06 to play in this quarter, no score. Look out!
Oh, look out!
That's the way.
That's the first run he's done in a long time.
He goes out of bounds. His knee is better. Look out! He's had 3 knee operations. He ran in the last exhibition game, and the Raider coaches were really crossing their fingers on him.
You see a lot of stunts or tricks or whatever you want to call it, but it's Greenwood that comes in. Number 68, watch him. He hit high. That's one of the things. Now, that Stabler just was lucky, man. You know, you got to have a little of that luck. particularly with knees like that, you can see he's not going to win many dash contests. Madden also says, you know, I really protect him as much as I can, even in practice. I never let him work in the regular team drills. He just throws against skeleton because they were trying to protect him. To get him hurt, they might be in trouble.
Donnie Shell's got in, 5 secondary backs, 3 wide receivers in for Oakland. Out of a spread formation, the pass.
Oh, yeah.
Complete to the 50-yard line. Left Branch. No blitz. Bulldogging back about 10 yards. The Raider fans don't like that. This is Oakland.
I think it's called spearing. I was down in Australia not long ago, and that in rugby that would be called spearing, and they'll throw you out of the ball game. But I'm not in Australia, and this is not rugby, so he's still back in.
The first down for the Raiders, a 16-yard pass from Stabler to Cliff Branch. Van Egan and Garrett are now the running backs as the Raiders keep alternating. Same wide receivers. Casper's the tight end. First down, Oakland. Fumble. Stabler's on it. Steve Furness pounced on him. So that loses. Puts the ball on the 46-yard line of Oakland. Makes it second down and 13. This is one of the first home opener for Oakland since 1969. They've usually had to clear out of here because the A's have been in the playoffs or the World Series. However, they'll play their next 5 games on the road. They usually play most of the games early on the road and finish at home, which if they get by their road games early can be an advantage late in the season to them. Second down, 13 for Oakland from their 46. Steelers digging in. Stabler to the sideline. Oh, man, he was wide open there. Carl Garrett, he maybe had too much time, Don.
Well, I tell you, I don't know what happened to that one, but he had Mike Wagner over there. He had Mike Wagner turn to go deep. They respect his speed, so he took off trying to catch him, and he came back on that comeback thing. He was right in there again.
Stabler, as usual, accurate self. Siani's gone in. Stabler's 4 out of 7. 2 of the passes have been dropped. Blitnikoff to the left, Branch to the right. Siani's over there as the slot man. 3 outstanding receivers spreading out. They protect Stabler. The comebacker is good. All right. He's on the sideline. Cliff Branch, who's deadly on that pivot or that whirl around, and he could go for touchdowns on that if you miss him and gamble on him.
I've noticed that most all the patterns they've thrown have been these comeback patterns, Kurt, and because of the speed and because of the protection he's getting, he's able to do this. He's got J.T. Thomas there covering. When he comes back, the offensive guy got so much of the advantage, and particularly if they've got a passer like Stabler that can come back in there and throw it. Glenn Edwards is the guy that makes the tackle. It's a good thing he did because Branch was heading for that goal line.
That's 26-yard pass for Cliff Branch. He usually averages around 20 yards of reception. Van Egan and Davis, the running backs in the I formation. The pitch to Davis. Davis cutting back. He's to the 25, inside the 20. Right at the 20-yard line, they say, stepped out of bounds. He had a good block by Shell.
He got Art Shell out front of him that time. And let's take a look at it again. It's just a quick pitch out of the eye. He caught the Steelers in an odd defense. You see Holmes over the middle, but look at Art Shell out in front. Nice cut by Davis, too. He's working on Andy Russell, and look at Ham coming over here. Ham's trying to play off the blocker. I missed that. That might be Upshaw. Let's play like it is.
All right, second down, 2. Raiders on the Steeler 20. And Van Egan for the first down. Mark Van Egan of Colgate in his 3rd year. They've nurtured him, trying to get him ready when Hubbard slowed down or became injured, and Hubbard did.
Kurt, you love to see that from an offensive standpoint. When you've just got something going and you've got like a 2nd and 3rd or 3 yards to go, you can hand the ball to somebody right up the middle and make that first down. And the middle, particularly with the Steelers, is supposed to be one of their toughest spots with Lambert, Green, and Holmes in there.
All right, they put Banasak into the lineup. They like him inside the 20. He's a goal line player. Stabler, look at the protection.
Oh, that's the key. That's the key.
There he is, out to Branch.
Oh, what an interception.
Intercepted by Pittsburgh.
Yes, sir.
Lane Edwards intercepting, and a big interception.
You know, it's amazing. He's throwing a lot of good ones on the way down. I think that time you have to say Kenny let that one slip a little bit. He had plenty of time. It was good coverage by Edwards, so let's give it to Edwards and not take it away from Stabler.
I believe he did force it some, though, Don.
All right, I think he did, too. But, see, he's got great protection. Tell you, this offensive line, we did the Ram game here. They didn't block anything like this against the Rams, or the Ram defense was a lot stronger than Pittsburgh. Plenty of time to throw. Just threw it the wrong place. Good coverage there.
Both teams now in their huddles with a timeout and the score. Pittsburgh nothing, Oakland nothing.
Fantastic scoring play by that New York.
But clutch plays. They blocked a field goal. They've intercepted a pass. Now let's see what the offense does. The Raiders have a 3-down line of Philyaw, Rowe, and Sistrunk. 4 linebackers. The 3-4, their orange defense. Rocky Blair. Uh-oh. What running by Rocky Blair. That's getting your yardage a tough way, Don.
It really is. I couldn't see. I don't know who hit him, but he had a shot at the other side. It looks like the 3-man line. We mentioned it. Philyaw, number 77. You can see a double over there with him. You've got Gravel on one side. Watch Rocky. Comes back in. Made a good cut there. That's some good blocking. You got Jerry Mullins, the guard, and Gravel, the tackle.
Second down 3. The Steelers on their 27. Out of the slot left. Pitch to Blair again. Blair has a first down. He's buried under by the black-shirted Raiders. Monty Johnson got to him. That's the first down for the Steelers in the game. The Raiders have had 4. Time remaining in the first period, 4 minutes, 25 seconds. There's no score.
I think I see a flag over there,
Yeah,
Kurt.
there is now. I see it.
Could have been maybe a late hit. One thing I like about this microphone, we don't have to worry about it anymore. Look at that.
Face mask.
Face mask.
Against Oakland.
A penalty against the Raiders against number 60, Lotus Pittsburgh and Raiders.
Mark off 5 yards. There are 2 face mask penalties, really. One
face mask
is just grabbing the face mask. That's 5 yards. If you grab the face mask and twist the man, throw him to the ground, twist his head around, really a violent face mask penalty, that's 15 yards. Pittsburgh has a first down now. They're on their 38-yard line.
Franco get the ball for the first time.
A fumble there in the pile-up. Pittsburgh recovers. Franco's never gained 100 yards in a regular season game against Oakland. He's usually a slow starter. He starts momentum about the 5th game of the year. He is one of 4 players to gain 4,000 yards in his first 4 years. The others?
Who are the others, Kurt?
Jimmy Brown, Larry Brown,
and Brockington.
Ohio State and Green Bay.
That away.
On a 40-yard line, second down 8. John Kolb recovered the fumble for the Steelers. Steelers in possession. Franco Harris, cutter stepping back. They key on him, and he's down on the 43-yard line, hit down by Monty Johnson, a defensive tackle in college in Nebraska, now a hard-hitting middle linebacker. Those linebackers will be Villapiano outside left 41, Hendricks outside right 83, Willie Hall and Monty Johnson are inside. Hall's quite a story. He was a #1 draft pick by New Orleans. They let him go. This is his 4th year, and the Raiders cut him last year. He came back again this year, and now he's a very improved player. 3rd down and 5 for the Steelers. Bradshaw to throw. Right down the middle on a crossing pattern.
Oh, yeah.
Rocky Blair for a first down. Rocky Blair went underneath that zone that time, just right.
I think that's Villapiano that's chased him all the way, but there again, Bradshaw did a good job, I think. Kurt, he held that ball right to the last. Let's see Brocky come out of the backfield. That's Villapiano, that's 41 following him. He passes over the middle. Good pass, right on the button. Never had to break stride. Slid right by somebody.
Now, this is the deepest penetration for the Steelers. They're on the Raider 35 with a first down. It's a scoreless game, 2:30 remaining in the first period. Franco on the sweep, goes down to the 35 for no gain.
Safe.
Second down, 10. Terry Bradshaw probably calls more plays than any other quarterback in the National Football League. Chuck Noll believes in turning everything over to the quarterback on the field. They help him on the sidelines during timeouts in the 2-minute warning period. But Noel firmly believes the quarterback knows more is going on than anyone.
My kind of guy.
Yes, sir. Who, Bradshaw?
Oh, particularly Noel. Bradshaw, too.
In other words, you believe the quarterback calling the play.
Look at there. Flyer going through.
Flyer. Rocky to the 28. A fumble, and Oakland recovers.
That's too bad. They had a good gain, had a good hole. Piano made the tackle.
Down on the ball, Monty Johnson. Monty Johnson recovers. Each team has a turnover.
They're trying to come inside of Phil, y'all. A little quick trap outside. Look at Franco. Laid a block in there on Phil, y'all. Came through. He's following. Is that Phil? That was Bill Piano that made the tackle, and then the ball rolls on out. Dave Dalby was the guy that led the interference in there from his center position. Came through the hole. Had a good hole. Too bad the fumble.
First down, Raiders on their 27. We're in the last 1 minute 45 of the first period. No score. Branch coming back. Out of motion. Fake draw.
Got him.
Out to the 30-yard line. And down to the 36 is Clarence Davis. They brought the man in motion back and then replaced him with a back going out to the flank.
Good offensive formation, Kurt. I got a feeling that it confused my old buddy Andy Russell that time, because Andy, playing that outside linebacker, was the guy that finally made the tackle. I think he thought of it right at the last, and he was a little bit out of position when the ball was thrown, but he was wide open.
Would you call that a replacement play?
Let's call it a razzle-dazzle-do.
All right. 1 minute 10 to go in the first period. First down, Van Egan plows to the 40-yard line, maybe over it. Ernie Holmes tripped him up. The Raiders have their 5th first down. The Steelers have 2 first downs. Put it on the 39, they say, yet. Oakland on their own 39.
It's an easy call when you got second in the yard to go, because the defense really can't get in their short yardage situation. There's too many things you can do. Fake in, throw deep. They don't want to give up the 6, so they made the first down fairly easily.
All right, they're offset right. Stabler. Look out. Oh, there. 6 points. Jack Ham's unhappy. 6 points for Mr. Ham. All he had to do was skitter down the sideline, and he was in there.
Now, that was Davis.
He knows it.
That was Davis coming out of the backfield, and you're exactly right. Kent being a left-handed passer, this was called throwing to a blind spot. He's got to kind of turn and throw very quickly that time, knowing that Davis is going to come out. He didn't. It didn't look like to me anyway. Check where Ham's position was, because Jack was in great position, as you said, to pick it off and go all the way.
Ted Kwalik is now in, replacing Dave Casper. Kwalik can get deep for a tight end.
He is deep already. Whoa!
And the pass to Van Egan. A marvelous catch by Van Egan, who pulled that ball away from Jack Lambert. And it's a first down for the Raiders at the Steeler 45-yard line.
Well, you got the same thing again, but I think you go back to that offensive line. You see they got Green there. They're coming back on him. You've got Dalby, Upshaw, Beeler. They're holding that middle in there. He really hasn't been hit yet. Van Egan coming out of the backfield. He's working on Lambert. And it's just, he's supposed to beat Lambert. A guy like Van Egan is supposed to have the quickness and moves to do it.
And the gun is sounded for the first period with a score. Pittsburgh, nothing, and Oakland, nothing.
Yahoo-wah!
There is an evil that lurks.
Jim Simpson and Maury Wills on the secondary game. The first down for the Raiders from the Steelers 45 as we begin the second quarter. Jeff Branch trying to make that pivot and go again. He's down in the 31 of the Steelers. Mel Blunt hit him, and it's the first down. Branch tore Blunt apart 2 years ago in a game, and then Blunt stopped him last year. So they have been formidable foes against each other with a challenge if they like to go out at that.
You know, Mel was the voted by his own players as the outstanding player on the Super Bowl team last year. Led the league with 11 interceptions, and through 6 preseason games didn't pick off a single pass.
The Raiders have had the best of it in the statistics. Van Egan to the 26. The Raiders have had 97 yards passing, 31 rushing. Pittsburgh 22 passing, 28 rushing. 128 yards in the first quarter. Total offense for Oakland, 50 for Pittsburgh. Don, I described the first quarter as 2 heavyweights sparring around, trying to size each other up and then waiting for the opening.
Well, that's a pretty good description. I think if that's going to be the description, you'd say that the Oakland heavyweights on top right now.
Van Egan cutting back. He may have the first down at the 20-yard line of Pittsburgh. Lambert and Wagner. Wagner, the safety man. Lambert, the linebacker. Nabbed him. Panasak's coming into the backfield for the Oakland Raiders. It's another first down. Let's check the first down. First down, Oakland, 8. And the Steelers, 1, 2. All right, Oakland on the Pittsburgh 20. The deepest penetration for the Raiders has been the Pittsburgh 15. Then Stabler threw an interception.
He's not open over there.
There was protection. Nobody open. He ate it. Steve Furness hit him first, and Greenwood, he had all day.
Well, the pattern was called this side. Kurt, they had good protection over here. You see Russell coming back to cover his outside zone. He's down. He gets a little pressure from is that Holmes up through the middle, then Greenwood's coming to the other side. The thing with, I don't know whether he saw it. I think he did right at the last. He had Branch open over the other corner. So he may try to come back the same thing. He's got Blitnikoff out right, and Branch is over there with him. So they're going to double to the right side.
All right, we're 2 minutes into the second period, no score. Stabler pump faking. Here's Casper. And he's in there for the touchdown. What a rope walk he did down that sideline. He had feet of a ballerina dancer for the big tight end at 2:55.
Interesting formation to me. He's got the two speedsters over to his right. He comes back. He looks to the right. Fakes, pumps, comes back. Veteran quarterback move. I love it. He's got Casper there. Casper sees him coming. He said, wait a minute. I'm going to tiptoe right through here and drop it gently. I've got 6.
Well, there's our first score of the game. A 30-yard pass. Stabler to the tight end. Casper. That's of Notre Dame, an honor student, by the way, in economics at Notre Dame. Steinfort kick is up, and he has made his first point of the National Football League. The ex-field goal star, born in Wetter, Germany, came to this country in 1965. Boston College team that upset mighty Texas last night. Timeout, and the score now, Oakland 7 and Pittsburgh 0.
Introducing the new Plymouth Arrow.
By Ray Guy, rookie Jack Delaplane on the 5, to the 20, and he's down on the 26-yard line. He's hit by Warren Bankston, who got down there. Warren Bankston was the captain of the special teams for the Oakland Raiders. Well, that rookie Steinfort, who took George Blanda's job, is now 2,001 points behind Blanda.
Oh, boy. I don't think he'd get it today. Got a little update from Dallas. The Cowpokes are on top of the Eagles, 27-7. Chargers are out in front of the Chiefs, 27-16.
Terry Bradshaw puts them down. Steelers on their 26-yard line. Bradshaw getting protection. He rips it off to Swan. Lynn Swan. He's a penalty. He called it. Was he hit there by Willie Hall? Willie Hall strikes people from Southern Cal. Something funny, the Raiders like Southern Cal players. They have had good luck with them, and they go for players that are cut by other teams that played at Southern Cal.
Swan's trying to use his speed to get to the outside. He forgot about that linebacker position coming back from the blind side, and you're right, Willie let him have it. He let him know he was in the area. A couple of TX teammates there, I think.
Right. First down, Pittsburgh on their 37. Oakland ahead in this game, 7-0. Frank O'Hara. Oh, they took him down clean. That's a great play by Willie Hall. When you hit Franco one-on-one and put him down, that's something, because he usually rips the first tackle. Now on the 38-yard line of the Steelers, and the Steelers are having trouble outside of Rocky Bleier of getting their running game going. Second down, 9.
It's good to have a Rocky Bleier, Kurt, and I'm not taking a doggone thing away from him. I think he's super, but for some reason, when Franco goes well, the whole team goes well. He's just not moving yet. They haven't given him the ball about 4 times.
Second down, 9. Bradshaw to Grossman. Randy Grossman, the tight end of Temple. A smallish tight end at only 214, but a very clever pair of hands on him. Get anything, get that ball near him, he'll catch it.
That ball was drilled out there pretty good that time, too, by Bradshaw. He had a pretty good shot at it. The #1 draft choice this past year, the Steelers, was Benny Cunningham, and they really expect him to be something, don't they, Kurt?
Oh, he is Cape Buffalo when he catches the ball. He just runs over everybody.
Credit to Grossman, though, to still be there catching that ball. A lot of folks thought he'd lose his job.
It is 3rd down and 2 to go for the Steelers. Bradshaw's going to pass on this play. Fleet intended for Randy Grossman. The Raiders hold them. And Pittsburgh will be in a punt formation. Villiah, the rookie, the big 6'9" rookie, put a hard rush on Bradshaw and had his hands up. Neil Colsey going back now. And let's see if Bobby Walden again tries to kick away from him. He was very effective in preseason at spotting the ball out of bounds and kicking high about 40, 45 yards and not having kicks returned. He played at Georgia with Fran Tarkington, 1960. There's a great kick. This one is skipping in for the touchback. It'll be Oakland's ball, 1st down on the Raider 20-yard line. For late tuners in, O.J. Simpson has signed a contract. He will return to Buffalo and play for the next 3 years. The contract has been confirmed, and get this, $2.5 million plus fringe benefits. We could have bought a franchise for that a few years ago. Well, he may be the franchise. Timeout with a score. Oakland 7 and Pittsburgh nothing.
Ask a friend about Firestone, Firestone, Firestone.
I asked a friend about Firestone. I asked my mother-in-law about Firestone. She called me one day and she said, "Husband, I'm getting ready to make a change." I thought she was talking about me. And she said, "No, I'll need tires." I said, "Well, mother-in-law," I said, "look, I'm watching a ball game." I said, "Hey."
Beat Atlanta 30-14.
Whoa.
Joe Green hitting Clarence Davis. Maybe threw him for a loss. No, right at the 20-yard line. 2nd down, 10 yards. Looks like to me, Don, Joe Green's all the way back.
Well, they've been giving him a check at it. For some reason, Kurt, I feel that the defense, although they've played well, they're not really quite as sharp as they can be. That Stabler has been picking them out a little bit. Shot at Jarrell over the sideline.
This is a 2nd down, 10 play. There's Stabler's pass. It's complete for Blitnikoff. Blitnikoff in front of J.T. Thomas, and then Thomas wrestled him down. First time they've gone to Freddie today. Here's a leading active receiver in professional football right now with Charlie Taylor on the injured reserve list, Fred Blitnikoff.
Out of Erie, Pennsylvania, via Florida State to the Oakland Raiders.
And he needs just 2 more catches now to pass Tommy McDonald in the lineup of all-time receivers. He'll be moving up that line this year. 1st down for the Raiders. There's a flag down, and Clarence Davis is trapped by number 75, Joe Green.
Joe's moving. It appeared to me that maybe Van moved a little early back there in the backfield, but you don't know. I think that you're talking about Green. That time, that was the penetration that we've seen. Joe has the size and, of course, the ability to really be a tremendous factor in a defensive line. And I think he was missed some last year. It's hard to say that about a team that's won a Super Bowl, but Joe Green was the guy that got them all together, the kind of the yell and holler kind of guy. Lambert took over. Lambert's the middle linebacker. And I'm told that he's the guy now that gets them all together. So you got Green, Lambert, 2 good leaders on the defensive team.
The Steelers refused the motion penalty at 2nd down, 10 for Oakland. Branch left, Blitnikoff right. Again, all the time in a row. The flag is down. The flag is down in the secondary. Jack Lambert making the hit on Dave Casper, but somebody saw something looking toward that line of scrimmage.
Well, you've got Villa, Beeler, Dalby, Upshaw, and Shell in that offensive line. And, Kurt, they're doing a great job, man. They're really holding those guys off. He's had good time to throw most all afternoon.
Holding, defense, pass interference, offense, decline, offset, play goes over.
Offsetting penalties. I thought there might be an offensive pass interference when I saw that flag dropped on the pass routes in the Pittsburgh secondary. So the long gain is wiped out, and we're back where we were to the 34-yard line of Oakland with a second down 10. The Raiders are leading 7-0, 9:37 to go. They scored on a 30-yard pass play here in the second period from Stabler to Dave Casper, the tight end. Carl Garrett's in the backfield. Draw play. Joe Green stopped that one for a loss. Van Egan. Green nearly took the handoff.
Kurt, I've got a feeling that if they don't really get better pass rush, and let's say Oakland keeps throwing the ball the way they have been, that you'll see the Steelers go to a blitzing linebacker. We've got a good shot of Green. You see they're going to double team him with Beeler and Dalby. He's still kind of breaking through there. He's reading the play pretty well. And you got Van Egan. He didn't have a place to go. Kind of crisscrossed. You had Green and Holmes doing a little crisscross in the middle and really blocked it up.
They play games a lot. Third down and 7. Taves is in as a fourth linebacker. Burnett missed Stabler. The pass is thrown away by Stabler very wisely. Lorne Taves nearly trapped him for a big, or Steve Burnett nearly trapped him for a big loss. And now we'll see the first punt of the game by Ray Guy with a 4th and 7. Ray Guy, who has kicked 211 punts in 3 years and never had one blocked, and has averaged just under 44 yards a punt. His longest has been 72 yards in his rookie year against Houston. He's kicking against a 5-mile-an-hour wind. 2 Steelers back as safety men. Theo Bell, a rookie, is a deep man. John Pupla. This is a towering boot. Pupla on the 20. Buried on the 25. That's a 49-yard kick by Ray Guy, who opens the season in his accustomed style, high and deep.
I like it. He was also, they tell me, a good tackler on the special teams. Kurt, we'll talk about that later.
And they say he's one of the better quarterbacks around. Timeout with a score, Oakland 7 and Pittsburgh nothing. And molding 2 Super Bowl champs with another shot at it this year. First down, Steelers in their 25. Franco Harris. Harris out to the 31-yard line.
Oh, they're going to get it going. Get it on. Get it
down.
Zippers flaring. Let's take a look at it. A little quick trap. Nice lead block coming back in. He's now making a move. You see a shot on top of the head from Jack Tatum, and they caught him that time. Got old Jack. That's a no-no, Jack.
Steelers down their 46-yard line. They're trailing 7-0. 8:46 to go in the first half.
Rocky
Bleier surging into Oakland territory to the Oakland 46-yard line.
Good offensive play. You start the flow, affect the ball. The middle linebackers are reading those backs. They see Franco take off toward right tackle. Rocky set a little bit deeper. They faked to Franco, turned back, handed Rocky right up the middle. Got to catch him running right behind him.
Pittsburgh's going back to their running game, and it's picked up 13 yards outside the penalty the last 2 plays for them. They have a 2nd and 2 on the Oakland Raider 46. Franco Harris has the first down. He's to the 41-yard line of Oakland. Franco Harris. And now the Steelers start to grind it out in typical Steeler fashion. Here to move the yardsticks up. Harris slow in getting up. Brought the ball down on the 41-yard line of Oakland for another Pittsburgh first down. Another final score. In the last minute of play, the Redskins rallied to beat the Giants 19-17. Don has some later scores of uncompleted games we'll pass along. First down. That's a counter play back to Rocky Bleier. Bleier stopped at the 39-yard line of Oakland. He's hit by Monty Johnson. We're going to pause briefly for station identification. This is the NBC television network.
This is WIC-TV, Channel 11 in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, 5 o'clock.
Kurt Gowdy and Don Meredith here in the Oakland Coliseum. The Raiders leading on a 30-yard pass from Stabler to his tight end Casper in the second quarter. And that's been it. 7 minutes to play in this half. A meeting of two giants in the opening game of the season. Bradshaw whips it to the 25-yard line, complete to Lynn Swan. That's a first down.
Yeah, there was no question about that one, and I don't blame Skip Thomas for giving Lynn a little bit of room, but that's all it was. It's just a quick turn in. You see Swan take off down the sideline. The ball's well thrown, right on the clothesline. Swan didn't do anything fancy, just ran down and waited for it. He had Thomas backed up with his reputation as a speedster. Look at them all jump in there.
On the 24-yard line of Oakland, Pittsburgh on the march. They've come from their own 25, 51 yards on this sustained drive.
He's got Blyer.
Now, he's going.
Oh, look out.
Incomplete. He was trying to hit Swan. First over the head of Grossman and then trying to hit Swan. Bradshaw was put down. Randy Grossman's unhappy.
I love it. That's George Atkinson. Let's see if we can find. We got it again. Here's Randy Grossman coming out. You see Monty Johnson give him a shove back. He said, "You take him. I don't want him," says Atkinson. "I'm going to come back in here." He comes back. The ball's thrown. And I tell you, those Raiders, they play tough. Randy says, "You stop that. You hear me? Wait a minute. I didn't do anything. What are you talking about?" "I did, too." "No, you didn't. Don't you do it again. You hear me?" That's what they talk. You know what I'm talking about, Kurt? I was out there. I know what they're talking about. I might tell you this, too, that the Bears beat the Lions 10-3. That's
you weren't out there much on defense.
If they said don't do it, I says okay.
Second down, 10 for Pittsburgh. They're on the Steeler 20, or the Raider 24. Franco Harris, a big hole. Running away at the 15 to the 10. And he's out of bounds on the 6-yard line.
The big fella moved.
When he moves.
Oh, that was a nice hole, too, Kurt. You got a little draw, kind of a delay thing. I think it was, that might be, let's see, Webster. Let's see what he's doing here. Zone blocking. Then we got that 3-man defense. You got Clark doing a good job. Number 50, the left guard. Just open it up. There's just a big hole. They caught him. I guess thought they were going to throw. Tatum comes over. He makes a move, and that's Willie Brown. And finally runs him out of bounds on about the 6.
He's almost relentless when he gets going, inside and out. Very muscular inside. First and goal to go. The Steelers on the Raiders' 6-yard line. Running ahead is Ronnie Blyer. Rocky right to the 3-yard line, maybe the 2 when they untangle. On the tackle was Rick Barnes, a rookie from Nebraska's in there. Phil Villapiano put it on the 2.5-yard line. Franco Harris, 7 tries for 38 yards in the game. The clock ticking away, 6:20 to play, and the Steelers only 3 yards away from a touchdown. Second down, 3. It's been a real power drive by the Super Bowl champs. Harris, he was trying to burrow his way in, but he couldn't get underneath anyone as the Raiders rode. Monty Johnson, Sistrunk, all were down low. Blyer, Franco, and Fuqua all in there now for extra blocking power. Third down, and 2 to go for a Pittsburgh touchdown.
Good defensive play, Curry. Really puts a lot of pressure on the offense now. If they could have gained a yard or so, they've been different, but they're now right there where they were.
Bradshaw will go. Complete.
He knows it. He knows it. That's what you call you get a hitch and you get along. He had him wide open. That play didn't go as it was designed. He came back. He had him open down the middle. He couldn't let that ball go.
Well, Bradshaw goes to the sideline. A gritty goal line stand by the Raiders, who's supposed to be very weak up front now. They've lost Corver and Art Toms for the season and Tony Klein, but they showed something there. Here's a man that made 81% of his field goals last year. Bobby Walden will hold. This will be a 20-yard attempt by Roy Gerilla. He likes to kick on the artificial surface better than the grass. That one is blocked, and it's no good. They blocked it, and the Raiders held him.
Couldn't tell who did it. They just a whole bunch of them. Could have been Dave Rowe. Let's see if we can check it again. The ball is a little bit low, too, I think. Kurt, you see it taken off over there. One of the new rules this year is you can't use one of your teammates as support to use a hand to jump up and try to knock that thing down, so I assume they didn't do that. I want everybody to know up for the rules.
First down, Oakland on their 20-yard line. Van Egan for 4. I'll tell you, that front line of the Raiders, Phil Yaw, 6'9". Dave Rowe is 6'7". Sistrunk is 6'4". That's bigger than the world champion Celtics front line in pro basketball. That's a big front line. They have said they've given the deflected hand to Ted Hendricks, the Mad Stork, on blocking the field goal. Hendricks. Second down, 6 for Oakland. On their 24, they're leading 7-0. Davis to the 28, and he was suddenly down by Ernie Holmes and Mel Blunt, 47.
Couple of final scores. The Oilers beat Tampa 20-0, and the Cowboys topped Philadelphia 27-7.
Van Egan's out. And Bankston's in. Banasak's in. They have 3 tight ends in there now. Third down and 2 for Oakland. Stabler will throw. He's throws it out beautifully to Warren Bankston. And Bankston carries it up to the 47-yard line of Oakland. They had 3 tight ends in the lineup. They put their power backs in, and very cleverly Stabler threw. They had the Pittsburgh defense frozen, and he slid Bankston out in the right flat.
I like it, Kurt. You know, heck, you sit back there, you only got 7 points up on them, but it's third down and long, too. He said, I'm going to throw that ball. I like it. That's fun. Fun football.
Raiders leading 7-0. Pittsburgh just missed the touchdown and then had to go for a field goal that was blocked, a 20-yard field goal attempt. Pete Manasak knocked down at his 48-yard line along the line of scrimmage, and he's hit by L.C. Greenwood.
It's tough.
Hollywood Bags.
Tough to hesitate when you're trying to get around that guy, because when you hesitate, you know you're going to get great pursuit by those guys. And L.C. came from the defensive left end to come across and get him over on the right side.
Third-year receiver Morris Bradshaw, who was a wingback at Ohio State under Woody Hayes, is in the lineup. They like him very much, but how do you get into a lineup with Branch, Siani, and Biletnikoff? Bradshaw's in now, replacing Branch. Bradshaw has good speed. He's going down the sideline.
Open, wide open. Look out. Look out.
Nearly intercepted by veteran Andy Russell.
Oh, he had him open early, though, Kurt.
Yep. Andy Russell playing his last year. He's announced his retirement. Whatever field Andy Russell goes into, he'll be as good as he's been in football. He has a real character to him. We want to welcome the Houston viewers who have just joined us after the Oilers have defeated Tampa today. Lambert is out, and Donnie Shell has come in as a 5th secondary back now for Pittsburgh. Time remaining in the first half, 3:34. Oakland leading Pittsburgh 7-0. Third down. 8 to go. They got again all the time. Donnie Shell broke that up. Donnie Shell has been elected for the first time a captain of the specialty team.
That was good coverage.
Never had a specialty team
That
captain.
was good coverage, Kurt. You see a little slot over here. You have Siani on the inside, Biletnikoff on the outside, working on Thomas out there. He comes back in. Shell's on the inside, number 31. He never had a shot. Siani made a good move to try to get over it. I don't think that's offensive interference, or they'd have called it.
It's a punt formation. Theo Bell, a rookie from Arizona, and John Fuqua are back for the Steelers. Ray Guy lofted one for 49 yards his first attempt. He's kicking this one for the near corner. Fuqua handles it, fumbles the ball, out of bounds. Pittsburgh's ball. Last man to touch it, decides. So Pittsburgh will put the ball in play on their 15-yard line. Frenchie was in danger of losing his job. I'll take this one now. I want to talk about him a minute. Jack Delaplane had a strong preseason, and suddenly Frenchie caught fire and saved his job in the tail end of the exhibition season. The ball just slithered off his hands out. I want to remind you, next Sunday, NBC's second week of National Football League coverage includes 6 regional telecasts at either 1 p.m., 2, or 4 o'clock Eastern Time. Grandstand, hosted by Lee Leonard with Brian Gumbo, leads off the afternoon at 12:30 Eastern Time. Cleveland's at Pittsburgh, Houston at Buffalo, Miami at New England, San Diego at Tampa Bay at 1 p.m. 2 o'clock, Cincinnati at Baltimore, good one. Jets at Denver at 4 o'clock. Check the local listings for the games in your area. Steelers pushed out a yard to Rocky Bleier. He's stopped by the rookie Charles Philyaw. Let's talk about Philyaw, Don. This is the first rookie to start since 1972 in a regular season opening game for the Oakland Raiders. Charles Philyaw.
Well, he's a guy that a lot of guys didn't think would make it. He went to Texas Southern. He's been around for a while, but he's a great big kid that everybody feels, of course, that everything's out in front of him. He's got to learn some of the techniques.
But he's active and big. He makes it early. It could be a great one. Bradshaw's pass is a bad one. And he's disgusted with himself. Trying to hit Bleier, and he threw the ball right into the turf. He's the unhappiest man in the stadium right now.
That's 2 in a row, first hops for him. The last one was in the end zone. We got a couple of final scores. San Francisco beat Green Bay 26-14, and Minnesota down New Orleans 40-9.
Mr. Hank Stram off to a rocky start with New Orleans. It is third down. 9 to go for the Steelers. They're behind 7-0. 2:44 to go in the first half. There's a beautiful pass for first down to Rocky Bleier. And Bleier, who never stopped in Vietnam, never stopped in a football field, he's always going for that extra yard or two, and he plowed straight ahead. And he finally goes down on the 40-yard line of Pittsburgh.
I call this one of these things that you just can't do much about. He comes back, sets up. Bleier has a great angle, little arc to his move out there. Monty Johnson's trying to catch up with him, and he just can't do it. That's hitting them where they ain't.
First down, Pittsburgh on their 40. Oakland ahead 7-0. We're approaching a 2-minute warning. You better unload it, Terry. We did.
That was a nice move.
Oh, what a stalwart. Bradshaw actually threw that ball going down, and to show you how strong he is, he just wrist flipped it out to Stallworth.
Yeah, that was nice. He got a lot of pressure in the middle. We'll take a look at it again. Making a move out to the outside, being chased by Willie Hall. Willie gets him. He's falling down. On his way down, flips it out to Stallworth.
And a 2-minute warning, Don. So we'll take a timeout with a score. Oakland 7 and Pittsburgh 0.
Oh, are you sure these are the right shock absorbers, Eugene?
Hey, Mrs. Austin, you got the shocks that conquered Mount Kilimanjaro. Only shocks we carry. Hey, I use them on my own car.
If you say so, Eugene. It's like going downhill.
You can get shocks anywhere. But at Midas, you get a shock specialist. So you get the right shock for your car and the way you drive. Come to Midas. We're shock specialists. We have to do a better job.
It takes great hitting to win in this league, Jimmy.
And it takes great pitching, don't you?
All I know is it took Schlitz to bring the taste to life.
Introducing Schlitz Light Beer. Less filling and 1/3 fewer calories than our other quality beer. But all the taste you'd expect from Schlitz.
It took Schlitz to bring the taste to light.
And it takes great fielding.
Terry Bradshaw, this summer on the tour, a Western singer in the vein of Don Meredith.
No, I understand he's got it, man. He can play the guitar, too.
Married ice skating star JoJo Starbuck. I said, you really mean you're a Western singer? I said, why not?
That's right. Why not? He's country.
Good philosophy of life. Why not? First down, Pittsburgh from the Oakland 49.
Look out.
Bradshaw, deep to Swan. It is no good. Swan battling Thomas for it. Swan is a tremendously acrobatic player, low or high. He reminds me of Lance Allworth a lot.
Well, this ball was thrown like 65, 70 yards in the air. Had not Dave Rowe come in and put some pressure on Bradshaw, conceivably he could have gotten rid of the ball quicker, and Swan would have had to come back for it.
Charlie Phillips has gone in now as a secondary back. Willie Hall, the linebacker's out. 5 secondary backs in. Pittsburgh on the Oakland 49, 2nd and 10. Time remaining first half, 1 minute 50 seconds. Oakland is in the lead, 7-0. A 30-yard pass from Stabler to Casper, a tight end in the second period. Here's a draw play off to Rocky Blyers. Blyers at the 45, goes down to the 44-yard line of Oakland. Charlie Phillips sitting on top of him. Now Pittsburgh in a hurry-up huddle and up to the line of scrimmage. They have a 3rd and 5. Time moving on them. We're down to 1 minute 30 to play in the first half. Now he has time.
He's got Franco.
He's got Franco there.
There you go.
Franco, look out here. Franco's at the 20. He rips away down to the 5.
Oh, timeout.
Franco Harrison, he was wide open there, the safety valve man.
He sure was. Got another final score, San Diego 30, Kansas City 16.
We have a player down, Lynn Swan, shaken up Pittsburgh. They had everybody flooded down the field. Here it is, Don.
Well, they only rushed 3 guys. They were trying to protect really deep. You can see some pretty good protection. Bradshaw's got a little nervous feet there, trying to look around, and finally looks over, and as we mentioned, Harris was standing over there by himself. Let's see if we can take a look and see how Lynn Swan got hurt. I'm telling you, they're picking on Lynn. And I don't think you're supposed to do that. You know what I mean? I think that's Atkinson did another no-no and gave him a karate chop across the back of the neck.
You mean you're not supposed to take a guy's head off?
I think that's a no-no. I don't think you're supposed to do it. I really do.
A rookie, Theo Bell, he likes to be called T-Bell, T in quotation marks.
If you were
capital B-E. to 7. 6:46 to go in the third quarter. On that electrifying play, the run by Harris, the lateral off to Stallworth. It floats into the end zone, and it is
lost it
down for the touchback. First down, Oakland on their 20-yard line. Bradshaw on the ball.
He lost that ball in the sun, I think, Kurt. You see him kind of back off from it. That thing could have come back out on the playing field and been down there on the 1-foot line.
We have an interesting sight. I just looked up and saw the California state flag and our American flag. The wind shows in favor of Pittsburgh at the top of the stadium. That's right, from your right to left, Pittsburgh's on your right. But down in the ribbon on the goalpost, there's no wind right now. That's why they put those ribbon on the uprights to show how the actual wind conditions are. Here's a reverse play. Coming out to the 25 and up to the 29 is Clarence Davis. And this is what Oakland, I think, is going to have to do, Don, is open up and try and spread this ball club out, because Pittsburgh's been very difficult to move here in the third period.
They really have. Beeler made a good little trap block on Ham that time. He came on the outside, caught him. It was a little slight reverse, kind of a reverse sort of thing, but he caught Ham on a good, it was a good block by Beeler.
Second down and a yard to go for the Raiders on their 29. First down for Mark Van Egan to the 34-yard line of Oakland. Van Egan broke Marv Hubbard's rushing records at Colgate. Now he's replaced Hubbard in the Oakland lineup at fullback. Hubbard out for the year with a shoulder injury. Raiders will get one injured player back somewhere in the season. Henry Lawrence, their outstanding young offensive lineman. He broke a bone in his leg. I saw him today walking on a cane and moving around very well. Favored pass, nearly intercepted by Jack Ham. Pass was intended for Mark Van Egan. That Jack Ham, wherever the ball is, he is. He's everybody's all-pro and the only linebacker to make every all-pro team the last 2 years. And the Steelers say he's as close to being a perfect football player as you can get. He's led all the NFL linebackers interceptions twice.
That's true. Of course, there's no such thing as perfect. But, you know, you take a look at that Pro Bowl you're talking about, and all three of those linebackers were in there. But Jack Helm from Johnstown, PA, certainly is right there at the top of them.
Comaneci will argue about that.
Yeah, well. Think about Comaneci. Oh, look out. It's intercepted.
Intercepted by Pittsburgh. Up with the ball. Glenn Edwards. Edwards intercepts. Pass intended for Clarence Davis.
That was
second interception.
That was just throwing it, I think, without looking at that defense, because Edwards was back there the whole way playing like a center fielder. He really didn't, nothing magic in there. And that's where he was, and he just threw it, didn't read those safeties. The quarterback's got to come back out of that, from that snap. He's got to read where those safeties go. Are they going to play zone or man-to-man on me? He was in a deep zone, picked it off easily.
Well, we said earlier what usually happens with Pittsburgh, their defense keeps them in the game, and the offense finds ways to win it. On a lateral pass from Franco Harris to a wide receiver stalwart, they went for a touchdown. That's Franco. They just sort of mess around in offense and finally hit a couple, and boom, they're in front of you. Dave Rowe made the tackle. On the 30-yard line of Pittsburgh. Steelers leading 14-7, 5 minutes remaining in the third period. Second down, 7 as the Steelers come up. The rookie Theo Bell is still in there in place of Lynn Swan. Now Bradshaw feels it out. He threw wild. There's a flag down. The pass was intended for Blyer. Bradshaw's not exactly been on target all day. He's thrown a couple into the ground and a couple wide. I've seen him more accurate.
Yeah, a little shaky. He's drilled a couple pretty good ones, too. He hasn't been... There you go. We've got one of your face guards.
Face mask against Oakland, 5 yards. They'll move the yardsticks up, an automatic first down.
Face mask, number 41, defense.
On the Pittsburgh 35 for the first down. Blyer and Harris have gone all the way as running backs. There's Stabler. He'll have to figure out something to get Oakland back. They have not threatened in this half.
They had a good...
Colsey's gone in, Don. Excuse me. I didn't...
No, I was just going to say they had a good first quarter, good strong first quarter. They've kind of been dwindling ever since.
First and 10. Harris, he's taken in. Willie Hall, who's been outstanding. Player cut last year by the Raiders, waived by New Orleans 3 years ago. And here he is playing an outstanding game today. He never gave up.
He said, you never saw the good side of me. He said, you had to look very close to see what I made of. That was an audible, I feel fairly sure, that didn't work.
They gave Harris, Franco, 25 yards in that run lateral play, and the last 39 yards to Stallworth. Rocky Blyer. Blyer stopped at the 37-yard line of Pittsburgh. Filipiano and Monty Johnson. It is now third down and 8 coming. Skip Thomas goes back in at left cornerback, replacing Neil Colsey. 14-7. The Super Bowl champ, the Steelers on top. They trailed 7-0. They tied it just at the end of the half, 7-all. They've gone ahead in the third period. Theo Bell spreads to the right. He's the only wide receiver. Bradshaw buried under. Ball loose. It's in play, I believe.
Yes, sir.
I think the ball was in play.
I think you're right.
Coming up with it, Jerry Mullen. Crowd booing. They thought Bradshaw was down. The ball popped loose. And the Steelers advance it to their 44. Let's watch this one. Very interesting.
Number one, the Raiders went to 4 defensive line set. You see Phil come in here from the right. Bradshaw ducks under him. Stumbles back around. That's Hall's got him around the neck. coughs up the ball. It falls out in front. Mullins very alertly picks it up. Says, watch this, folks. I got some mid... Oh, boy. Picked it up on the 36 and went to the 45. 9-yard pickup.
Right. Punt formation with 4th and 1. Bobby Walden. Carl Garrett back deep. Crowd still booing. They're Oakland fans. And they thought that Bradshaw should have been called back 8 yards. Here's the kick. He just got it away. It's out of bounds. It'll be out of bounds around the 20-yard line of the Oakland Raiders, where the Raiders will put the ball in play. We have 2 minutes and 14 seconds remaining in the third period.
I've always said that kickers love to throw. Watch Walden. He's trying to fake it off over there, and he said, oh! Penalty, help!
That was a tambourine.
That's right. I've talked to Bobby about that. I know he's better at theatrics than that. He's been around long enough.
First down, Oakland on their 19-yard, 20-yard line. Stabler with time. Out it goes to the tight end, Casper. Casper stopped at the 34-yard line of Oakland by Mel Blunt. Oh, that has the Raiders moving momentarily.
I think we may have a... Yeah, I believe so. It's getting a little bit testy in those lines up there, the offense and defense. I've noticed the last 2 or 3 series, they've been kind of testing each other more physically than maybe in the beginning. I think we may have a holding coming up, Kurt.
Yards. Half the distance to the goal. Back she goes.
Holding. 64. 10 yards. First down.
Madden's unhappy. Now the Raiders are hurting themselves with mistakes, with penalties. First down and 20 to go from the Raiders' 10. They just had a first down wiped out. 14-7. The Steelers ahead. Near the end of the third period. Stabler's pass, he needles it into the 24-yard line to Dave Casper.
Well, he did needle it in.
Casper's been his favorite target. Jack Lambert made the hit on him. Well, they picked back 14 yards of it.
Maybe it was an angle, Kurt, but it looked like me he did throw that thing right through the eye of the needle. He had about 3 or 4 of those Pittsburgh guys around him and just zipped it right through. Forced out of the pocket, ran to the outside. Stabler's knees are in the best shape they've been in about 3 years, we're told. So maybe he'll be able to move a little bit better this year.
He's had 3 operations himself. You know, he didn't play much his first 5 years.
That's right.
On the bench, behind LaMonica, Blandon. There's a throw, and it is incomplete.
Now he called it.
Oh, they called it. Have they called it an interception? Jack Ham's there. What is it?
I heard the whistle, but I think
they called it a completion. Or an interception? What is it?
I don't know, but one good thing about that microphone and the referee, if we just be quiet for a while, he'll tell us.
I'd say, what? Jack Ham was there, but he's saying he was out of bounds. Jack Ham intercepts. That's the 3rd Pittsburgh interception today.
Well, the old tip
right
drill.
Against the sideline.
The old tip drill paid off. Let's see if we can pick it up and see what happens here in the last part. The ball's in the air. It is tipped. You got Thomas that's tipping it. Look at Ham.
1
and
2.
Look, you know, that is smart. He knows that he's so close to the sideline. That was a good call. It's right.
Pittsburgh on the Oakland 39. First down. Play action pass. Bradshaw.
Yeah. Yeah,
Stallworth. Johnny Stallworth still going. Look at him move to the 26-yard line for a first down. Stallworth. He and Swan broke in together. What a pair of receivers they were.
Oh, they've got some good ones. Not an unusual call either after a turnover to see a fake run and then throw a pass. He's going to Stallworth all the way, working on Villapiano, who's usually a pretty good cover, but Stallworth's got good speed, good moves, trying to find someplace to go. Atkinson missed him again. He came back. Somebody got him by the... Yeah.
First down. Trying to go straight ahead. They had Reggie Harrison just came into the lineup, 46 from Cincinnati. Third-year player, University of Cincinnati. George Atkinson and Phil Young made the tackle. And now Matters has swung. Watch Lambert being handled here.
Well, that's not really Lambert, but I'll tell you what, we've got a real good shot. I know Mullins fired out there on him.
Second down, 8. Franco Harris seemed to be limping slightly, and maybe that's why they've got him out of there. Ted Hendricks in that tackle. So now Pittsburgh moves as the gun sounds to the Oakland 22-yard line. It was all Pittsburgh in the third period, and the score is Pittsburgh 14, Oakland 7.
Well, Firestone Tire, to me, is like my little dog. They're faithful.
Ask a friend about Firestone, Firestone, Firestone.
They'll all tell you the same thing I'm telling you, that they're good, dependable tires, and they're good service, and that is the most important thing. I'll not experiment anymore. Firestone is going to be in my family for as long as I got a family.
Firestone.
This is Cattle Daddy to that Cattle Mama.
Meet you at the courts in 5 minutes.
Everybody's talking.
You got the rotor over here. What's your handle?
You got that boll weevil here heading for the picnic ground.
Roy CBs are built with high-grade components, assembled with circuitry engineered to be trouble-free, then electronically checked. That's why
Everybody's talking. That's Roy CB.
You want to say hi to Mama?
Yeah. Hi, Mom.
Being a part of 2 Super Bowl championship teams was a heck of a way to start my National Football League career. I had some great moments in those 2 years, but I want to tell you about some other great moments. In any kid's life, it's a great moment when the words in a book suddenly make sense. Reading is a window for seeing a whole new world. The United Way sponsors many programs that bring books into communities all across the country. Thanks to you, it works for all of us, the United Way. Right, guys?
Right.
Preceding announcement furnished to the public service by the National Football League. The man sitting down casually, Jack Lambert, was a rookie middle linebacker in the Super Bowl, and that's unusual. He plays semi-pro ball right now for 25 bucks a game if he could. He loves to get out there and hit somebody. Terry Bradshaw has his club now on a 3rd down and 6 on the Oakland 22-yard line. Kurt Gowdy and Don Meredith into the 4th quarter. Here's a screen pass out to Stallworth for a first down. No first down. Let's see where they're going to spot him out. Maybe. Looks like it is. It is a first down. Stallworth's been a key man. Franco Harris has come back in. Now Pittsburgh for the first down on the Oakland 11-yard line. Pittsburgh ahead 14-7 and threatening again. Yards rushing doubled for Pittsburgh. Franco Harris resetting. It's to Harris. Harris hit immediately. And that is Ted Hendricks who got him right there as he knifed in. He lost the yard. Harris, it's on the 12-yard line of Oakland. It's 2nd down and 11 to go for a first down. John Stallworth has caught 4 passes today for 48 yards.
Yeah, you got Stallworth, Lewis, Swan. You really got some good guys to throw to right there.
Theo Bell is to the right, Stallworth to the left. Theo Bell back in motion. Into the end zone.
He's got it.
Touchdown.
Oh, yeah.
Theo Bell, the rookie, his first National Football League touchdown.
Kind of an interesting little formation. They brought him in from the wide outside set. Kurt to back in a kind of a motion move. He brought Skip Thomas with him, came back, cut up the field, then cut out to the outside again. That was a nice move.
Was he happy?
Yeah, he is happy.
First touchdown of his pro career. Official competition, Chuck Knoll pats him on the rough. That's the way to go, kid.
Let's have some more.
He's filling in for Swan. Doing some job. Gorilla for the kick. And it is up, and it is good. And Pittsburgh now has increased their lead. We'll have a timeout with a score. Pittsburgh 21, Oakland 7.
You're about to travel the extra miles the average car will get from a tank full of gasoline by changing to a new, higher-priced synthesized motor oil that reduces friction so well, it can save you up to 10 miles per tank full. New Mobil 1, the oil that saves you gas.
Volare, oh. Volare, my new small wagon. It has 70% the load space of a big wagon. Plus, EPA estimates Volare got 30 miles per gallon on the highway, 18 in the city. Bellissima.
Come ride Volare today. Drive small, the comfortable way.
Plymouth Volare, the new small wagon with the accent on comfort.
Bradshaw's just tied Bobby Lane in all-time touchdown passes for the Steelers. Jim Finks, the general manager of the Chicago Bears, right behind him.
I don't care what
you played golf with Bobby this summer, didn't you?
I don't care what to say, Bobby. You all right in my book. Wherever you are, I'm for you.
You were telling me how well he looked this summer.
He does. Bobby looks good. I haven't seen him about a year, though, but he's doing good. I mean, he's holding down West Texas in pretty good shape. Said he hit all well. They didn't have a bottom to.
Lives over in Lubbock. Here's Durella's kickoff. Carl Garrett at the 5. 20. 30. Good run back. Scrambled his way back to his 33. Oakland now is not threatening this half. Reggie Harrison down to make the tackle for the Steelers. The Raiders under 33. As the Steelers' steel curtain has stymied the Raiders here in the second half. Madden is talking to one of the officials. If you throw a lot on Pittsburgh or against them, that's when they start making those interceptions and they can take a game, a close one, and turn it into a rout. Andy Russell is out at right linebacker. Lauren Taze has replaced him. Stabler, a little quick toss down the middle to the 40-yard line to Mark Van Eegen, his fullback. Stopped at the 41. Jack Ham made the tackle. A gain of 8 at second down 2 for the Raiders.
Kurt, I think it's an interesting situation in talking to the Steelers before this game. They said, we want to see Stabler throw. We'd love to see him throw 40 times. And I said, well, why, man? They said, well, it's just worked out that way. When he throws a lot, they usually beat us statistically, but we win the ball game. They've only gained 68 yards rushing.
Van Eegen stopped by Lauren Taze, 51. He stopped short of a first down.
Good passing team's got to have somebody run with the ball every now and then, and that's, to me, they're in trouble now. They're in the fourth quarter, and they haven't been able to establish a run. There's T. Bell. T, you happy?
T in quotation marks, capital B-E-L-L.
He's got it.
From University of Arizona. And nothing to this game.
It's easy, man. Ain't nothing to it but to do it.
Third down and a foot to go for the Raiders. Pittsburgh ahead 21-7. 13 minutes and 21 seconds to play. Banasak's in the lineup. Bankston goes in as a blocking tight end. And the Raiders need a score.
And another score.
Another score.
And then one more score.
They're going up against the best here and trying to get it. There's a first down. That is Banasak, who's a good short yardage man. He carries it to the 47-yard line of Oakland. Mike Wagner came up from the safety position to tackle him. First down for Oakland. There's Mike Kruzek, and the Steelers are gambling. They have only 2 quarterbacks. If something happens to Bradshaw, this man, Kruzek, a rookie, would inherit the quarterback job, and what a load that would be on him to defend a Super Bowl championship. Harry Hanratty was cut. And there's a first sack. Ernie Holmes getting to Stabler. Stabler brought down on his 40-yard line. That is a loss of 7. It'll be second down and 17. Terry Hanratty was probably the most popular player. Flag down.
I think that was a defensive holding signal that the referee gave. Kurt, we might check and see, but you're talking about Hanratty.
He was probably the most popular player in the history of the Steelers. Didn't play much, but they loved him with that baseball cap and that clipboard and the class that he always showed. That's holding an automatic first down. Kansas City's supposed to give Terry a tryout. I think he'll hook on with somebody to help him.
Yeah, I think, you know, one of the things that hurts anybody, I think particularly a quarterback, is inactivity, and he really hasn't played much in the last 4, 5, 6 years. So Henry does have a good shot, but I agree it's taking somewhat of a gamble to go in with a rookie backup. And there goes Stabler back. He's going to drill it, and he's got him wide open.
Right there. And he is screened. He's at the 32-yard line. He's hit hard there by J.T. Thomas. He was wide open. And another first down for Oakland on the Pittsburgh 32.
I didn't even see Biletnikoff get out there. When I looked up, I thought it was somebody had come off the sideline. He's just standing there by himself. He kind of stumbled into that position.
Watch this. Ooh.
Now, I don't know why he didn't go out of bounds. Biletnikoff's usually really smart using that out of bounds. He could have stopped the clock, too.
Raiders on the Steelers' 32-yard line. To the 25-yard line.
Good job of Wagner that time, Kurt. He played off a good block. Had Art Shell out in front of him that time. Kept his feet, turned it in.
He ran it for 7 at second down, 3 for the Raiders. U.S. Open tennis at Forest Hill. Jimmy Connors, the Orenburg are tied 1 set each. The third set is tied 5 games each. Second down, 3 for Oakland. Long time remaining this game. 11 minutes to play. And attack. They have the first down.
Key block.
L.C. Greenwood tackled him.
Key block, Clarence Davis coming out of that backfield. He tied up Mel Blunt. In a situation like that, Mel, he let Davis just hold him off. He didn't close it in there. It looked like they're going to get a first down or real close to it.
They'll measure.
The old Seahawks are making a little bit of move on the Cardinals. It's now 30-17.
Oakland's on the Pittsburgh 22 with a first down. This drive started on the Oakland 33-yard line. Oh, it's a drive right now, 45 yards. Pittsburgh ahead, 21-7. 10:55 to play in the game. There it is. Touchdown. A skidding catch by Biletnikoff. What a grab by Fred Biletnikoff. And the Raiders are right back in.
Well, that's the kind of throw. Let's see how much of a slot he had to go into. Throws that ball, slide in there. Wagner couldn't get back. He was following the tight end. Let's take another look at it. Just a simple move on Thomas into the inside. Wagner is the guy in the middle. Barely missed it. Look at that concentration. Watching that ball all the way in. Catches it for a touchdown. He's been doing that for a few years, hasn't he, Kurt?
They've been doing it for 12 years. Low, high.
Anywhere.
Kick up. Time for it. Goes it. And now it's a timeout with a score. Pittsburgh 21 and Oakland 14.
Now comes Miller time. You just gave 10,000 people more music than they've ever heard before. And now it's time to head for the best tasting beer you can find. America's quality beer, Miller High Life.
If you've got the time, we've got the beer. Miller Beer.
How do you spell quality in a motor oil? P-E-N-N-Z-O-I-L. Pennzoil is made from 100% pure Pennsylvania-grade crude oil. Pennzoil contains its own additive, Z7, and Pennzoil exceeds all car manufacturers' warranty requirements. Pennzoil has serviced all kinds of engines for 85 years. Oil filters, too, backed by Pennzoil's reputation for quality. When your car is worth caring for, Pennzoil is worth asking for.
And there's a recap of the Oakland scoring drive. It woke up the Raider fans. And there's a man that made the diving grab for the touchdown. Brett Politnikov. Right now he's playing with his option out here at Oakland. Here's the kick. Great guy. It is grabbed right against the sideline by Bukla. Bukla is hammered down at the 15-yard line by Herb McMath, the rookie, number 61. Bukla, I guess, didn't want to gamble on that ball going out of bounds. Thought he better grab it. If it stayed inbounds, he might wind up with it on the 5-yard line.
Well, it's awful easy to look at it up here, Kurt, but it is a free ball, and the ball bounced funny, so the Oakland Raiders could have come down and covered it if he had tried to wait for it to go into the end zone.
Ball's on the Pittsburgh 16, first down, and the crowd roaring now. The Raiders have just scored, and Pittsburgh's back in their own territory. No game, Rocky Bleier. Listen to this crowd. Bill Yaw, Dave Rowe, and Monty Johnson. Second down, 9. Steelers ahead, 10:15 to play. 21-14 Pittsburgh. The new game right now. Down lineman. Here's a reverse to Theo Bell. Bell trying to get outside. Not much. Good pursuit. Skip Thomas.
Skip.
All the way from left to right to pursue him and haul him down. Bell might have broken that one for big yardage.
Well, I tell you what, I think what he's trying to do, though, if you really can't see it, but T. Bell, that's Skip's man. So you see, he saw him go that direction, so Skip took off when he did. There's nobody in the play designed to block Skip Thomas. He came the same distance Bell did. Made a good move.
All right, here's an important third down play. 3rd and 3 for Pittsburgh on their 23. He's going to throw for it. Out it goes. He's got Stallworth there.
Oh, what a move by Stallworth.
Stallworth coming back with a sensational grab. That's his 5th catch of the game. John Stallworth, who has scored a touchdown, taking a lateral pass.
Yep, we'll take another look. Willie Brown from Yazoo, Mississippi has got him covered really pretty well. The ball's poorly thrown, underthrown. You see Stallworth is watching it, comes back in there. Willie didn't adjust. Took a quick shot in the knee by Tatum coming across him, but it's still a completed pass. First down. That was a good one, Kurt, and a big one for him.
Yeah, he was drafted, Stallworth, 4th in 74. The same year Juan was drafted 1st. Pittsburgh now on their 48 with a first down. Upended at the 50-yard line. Rocky Bleier by Phil Villapiano. He gains 2. It's 2nd down, 8.
Linebackers love to do this. They love to see a back when they know they got him try to jump. And he just came off, played off of a block pretty well in there. That was number 84. Randy Gross was trying to block him. He couldn't try to do it. Couldn't really get to him. Had a good shot.
Clock is moving with 8 minutes and 35 seconds to go. The Steelers lead the Raiders 21-14. 2nd down, 8 for Pittsburgh. Wide open again is Stallworth, and he's out of bounds. Stallworth, 6th catch. He's getting open there in that Pittsburgh left territory.
Again, great speed working again on Willie Brown. Willie has to commit. You know, both these passing attacks are fairly similar, Kurt. They both throw those deep 15, 17, 20-yard passes. Most of the teams don't really go that deep, but both quarterbacks have got good, strong arms. That's a great place to throw because it makes it more difficult for the linebackers to get back, put pressure on the secondary. That time was right in the slot.
Chuck Noll and John Madden out of the Sid Gilman School. They like it. 15, 20-yard medium-range pass. Bradshaw had to keep the ball. Frank O'Hara slipped. The play was designed to pitch it. Fell down. Bradshaw kept the ball. And Terry could have let it go, and that could have been Disasterville. Very quick thinking on Terry's part. He had a rap on him. I never could understand. Said he was dumb. Everybody said he was a dumb quarterback. All he's done is win 2 Super Bowl championships. and calls all the signals on the field. Different kinds of smartness. He has athletic smartness. Second down, 12 to go. Steelers on the Oakland Raiders, 33. Rocky Bleier running it to the 28-yard line. 5-yard gain. It'll be 3rd and 7 for the Steelers. On this drive, which started on their own 16-yard line, they have used up quite a bit of the clock. They're down to 7:20 to go now. And they're leading 21-14.
I would imagine, Kurt, that they're going to try to, I don't know, of course you never know, but maybe a good move would be to at least get it a little bit closer. And you've got a field goal shot. Your 30, be 40-yard kick, something like that. But Jarrell has made those before. That's what he does. Well, he's going to throw.
There he goes. It's broken up.
That's a penalty.
A flag is down. Randy Grossman, George Atkinson reached over, and they called interference on Atkinson.
Well, he was trying to get that.
Send these Raider fans into a tizzy.
He's trying to get that right arm over in front. Let's see if he can pick it up again. Grossman's coming over. Here comes Atkinson. He made contact before the ball gets there. See that left hand pulling him down. Good call again by the officials. And Grossman knows he was interfered with.
Now it's on the 14-yard line. Pittsburgh and Oakland's 14. And the Steelers are Super Bowl champions because they were scored on. They have that poise. They show you why they won the last 2 years. They come back from their own 16 and march right down the field. There goes Franco Harris rumbling out to the 10 and down to the 8, maybe the 7.
There goes the flag now.
Marker down.
Hendricks had pretty good position on him. He shoved, you know, Franco, you don't think of being very fast, but he does have good speed.
Tatum made the hit on him. Let's listen to this. Personal foul against Oakland. The preliminary signal. Here it is.
Personal foul, number 32, defense, first down.
That's Tatum there, and Tatum takes another shot at him right in the face, and that's what they threw the flag for. Tatum is what you might call overly aggressive.
The Steelers have a first down. Now Bonas, they have 6 linebackers, Blankenship, Hendrick, Johnson, Hall, and Villapiano in there. Franco Harris in for the touchdown.
Almost missed the handoff, Kurt.
Yeah, but he got it, and Pittsburgh comes right back and roars 84 yards for a touchdown with some key catches by Stallworth to go increase their lead again.
You see almost a fumble right there. It looked like it wasn't a very good exchange between Bradshaw and Mansfield. By the time he got the ball, it opened up in the middle.
Steelers score with 6:43 to play. Powerful ball club. They're going to be tough again. Really tough. They don't get hurt. They've added a little more depth. 7 new rookies. They can be even tougher. Timeout with a score. Pittsburgh 28 and Oakland 14.
Back when Allstate was just beginning to insure homes, we learned some important lessons from the things we saw. We saw brush fires that plagued the West. We saw tornadoes that visit the Plain States each year. The hurricanes of the Gulf Coast. And we also saw that no regular claims operation could handle a major disaster. So Allstate set up specially trained disaster teams. Trained to be on the scene within hours with the authority to start settling claims, even for total losses. In 1974 alone, these Allstate teams handled 55 major disasters and settled more than 95,000 claims for people who didn't expect it to happen to them. At Allstate, we'll continue to prepare for the things nobody expects to happen.
Jimmy!
And that's a promise from the 30,000 good hands people of Allstate. A promise from Joe, Joyce, Julie, George, Susan, Ray, Jackie.
Upset.
One of the assistant coaches of the Raiders is so upset he nearly, Shinnick, and he nearly went out on the field after the officials.
Oh, boy.
And now they're penalizing the Raiders. Where are they? Yes.
Well,
15-yard penalty.
Shinnick can look at it this way. He certainly made a contribution to the game. Cost his team 15 yards.
Unsportsmanlike conduct against Oakland. And the Raiders' penalties really hurt them. They hurt themselves with a pass interference, then a late hit by Jack Tatum.
And a late word from the sideline.
And here's a penalty against the bench now, 15 yards.
I think that's a bunch of bunk. You know, that guy, those referees not going to change their mind, and that's a dumb move.
Gorilla will kick off from the 50. 28-14, Pittsburgh leading. This was an important game. Now, they're all important. They all say play it one at a time. But in the playoffs or the championship game, the team with the best record will be the home team. Now, Pittsburgh's in undoubtedly the best division in football with Cincinnati and Houston in there, and Cleveland improved this year. Houston lost 4 games last year and all within their own division. They beat everybody outside their own division. Well, the Steelers know the division they're in, that if they can win this one on the road, especially against Oakland, be a very important victory for them. First downs, 19 apiece. Kenny Stabler, 16 out of 29, 243 yards. He'll go back to work now. 6:39 remaining. The Steelers leading 28-14. Raiders came back to make it 21-14. Pittsburgh came right back to go 84 yards and just scored. Warren Tage still playing outside linebacker. Stabler's pass.
All right.
By Mel Blount. Mel Blount down. And now the Raider fans believe that Blount interfered.
Well, he fought for the ball.
One intercept. This is what happens when you try to play catch-up with this ball club. That's their 4th interception.
And Blount's first since this year, preseason included. The ball's thrown in there. Let's see what we can see here. Pretty good action. Looks like to me Blount just stepped in front of him, made a good move, picked off interception.
All he did was intercept 11 passes last year, an all-time Steeler record. And he led the NFL in interceptions.
That's no interference there. No interference. Good call.
Good aggressive cornerback play.
You bet.
First down. The Steelers now threatening to run away with this one if they score again. They send Rocky Blair inside the 15 to the 13-yard line. Time is moving. 6:20 to play. Franco Harris, Rocky Blair have gone most of the way. Harris missed a few plays.
Franco's rushed for 80 yards. He had hit that 100, but, you know, you get him around 75 to 100, you know he's been effective, Kurt.
He doesn't usually get his first 100-yard game around his 4th or 5th game.
Well, he's going to get...
There it is. Flag is down. Looks like a funny setup there by the Steelers. It goes to the 8-yard line where Villapiano made the tackle on Franco Harris.
First indication is offensive holding.
It is. Now the crowd starts in again. Ball goes back to the Raiders 23.
Number 52, offense. 2nd down.
I think these referees do a good job. That's Jim Tunney, the referee. Very low key. Just calls it as he sees it. Holding number 52, he says. Let's get this thing going. Come back in here, Dad. Let's do it again.
2nd down, 16 to go for the Steelers. They're ahead 28-14. 5:53 to play. Incomplete. Broken up by Ted Hendricks, who dropped. Intended for Randy Grossman.
Ted Hendricks.
Hendricks has been in, penetrating, dropping back. He's been all over.
Really has. Little statistic that's kind of interesting, Kurt. Rushing Oakland 76, Pittsburgh 204. When you can run that ball, you control the ball. Well, that sounds profound.
I wonder where I've heard that before.
I've heard about 1,000,000 times. I try not to say things I've heard before, but I've heard that. I know I have. Anyway, that's pretty good.
Deep drop by Bradshaw. Flag is down. He goes out of bounds. Crowd boozing. He holds the ball up and walk to the crowd. Now we have that flag dropped on the play. Bradshaw patting Monty Johnson on the stomach there. This penalties against Oakland. They grabbed the face mask. It'll be an automatic first down.
Personal foul, face mask, number 60. First down, 60.
That makes it 8 penalties for Oakland and 72 yards, 5 penalties against Pittsburgh for 35.
Oh, it's an automatic first down. And Johnny Fuqua's come into the Pittsburgh backfield. Game getting sloppy here with penalties toward the end. Steelers leading 28-14. 5:42 to play. Fuqua and Franco Harris, the running back. There's Franco. The fumble. Oakland has it. Oakland recovery.
And no place to go. Was that Sistrunk that picked it up? I couldn't see, Kurt.
Now the Raiders go out there in desperation. Here's the fumble, Don.
All right, let's see if we can find it. There's just no place to go out there. Grossman's trying to block, can't make a move. First shot, you got Skip Thomas coming up. There's a bounce. Here's that's Monty Johnson coming over his middle linebacker that got that one.
24-yard line of the Raiders. First down, they're 2 touchdowns behind. Flag is down. Stabler throws it away. Right out to the left. Clarence Davis.
I didn't see Davis down there. But
we
he
had
was.
A flag dropped at the line of scrimmage.
Davis made another little comeback, came out of the backfield. Let's see what this is going to be. I see a little applause from the Pittsburgh side. Must be against Oakland.
We had very few penalties in the first half, only 3 by both teams. We've had one right after another here in the second half.
Yes, the frustration of things not going the way you want them to causes you to kind of lose your concentration. They're playing a little sloppy right now.
Illegal procedure. First down, 15 for Oakland from their 19-yard line. Davis is out. Siani's in. They have a 3 wide receiver set up in now. And Donnie Shell has come in for the Steelers with a 5th secondary back, replacing the middle linebacker, Jack Lambert. 5:27 to go. It's taken about 10 minutes to play this last minute. Look out from behind.
And in front, too.
Dave Casper on a catch. He held on to it. Dave Casper.
Boy, Stabler got hit.
Job.
Stabler got hit really hard. Looks like to me he hit his hand as he threw on top of somebody's helmet. Could have been Ernie Holmes or Furness. Well, we got some action on this one. Let's see. Let's pick it up first back in here. Good move. See Holmes coming to the outside. Pressure there. That was Green that came up in the middle, wasn't it? Now here's the catch by Tisman. Almost an interception. A little ballet here for reach out there, concentrate.
Follow the bouncing ball. A holding penalty against Pittsburgh declined by Oakland. The Raiders ball on their own 41, trailing 28-14. 5:14 to play. We've had a penalty nearly every down lately. Casper again. Boy, he's playing some game.
And he is. That was Taze out there with him, but I'll tell you, that one was perfect. That one was perfect. He threw the ball before Casper made his move. He was pretty well covered by Taze. Just slid it out to the outside just as he made a move. That was a nice one.
That's the 5th catch for Casper in the game. It's on the 34-yard line of Pittsburgh. Oakland in possession. Casper's been the top receiver for Oakland. John Stallworth was 6th for the game and for Pittsburgh. L.C. Greenwood really decked Stabler. Biletnikoff caught the ball, but Stabler was really decked. J.T. Thomas making the hit on Biletnikoff.
He's run 2 or 3 of these patterns where he just kind of fiddles around out there on the outside. You got Thomas with him. He just, again, a stop and come back. Didn't really come back that much. And you're right. Greenwood nailed Stabler as he threw that ball. Thomas came back up to get Biletnikoff.
On the 19-yard line of Pittsburgh, Stabler quickly moving his club down the field. Manasak and Davis are the running backs. They come out into a slot left. Time remaining, 3:46. Rush is on him. He's wrapped up. Looked like a face mask to me by Steve Furness.
I think you're right.
Furness, 64.
It won't be one of those malicious ones, though.
That's what it is.
Furness, number 64. Coming around Art Shell. Came in on the inside of him. Reached up to get him and got the face mask. You're right.
Steve Furness.
Personal foul, face mask, defense, 5 yards, first down.
First down on the 21. Siani replaces Branch as the wide receiver. Time remaining, 3:39.
Green overran it. Came in from his defensive tackle position. Good move by Banaszak to cut back inside.
They have a 1st and 10. They're just short of the 10-yard line. We're approaching 3 minutes to play.
By Casper. He was very close to the back of that end zone. Good throw by Stabler and good protection by that offensive front 4. Look at that pocket he is in there. Dalby is trying to get out of his way, flips it in there. Casper came all the way across. Got both feet in just as he fell out of the end zone. Another look at it. Oh, that's nice.
That's the 2nd touchdown pass for Dave Casper. Looks like he's going to have some season. The kick is good by Fred Steinfurt. Timeout. The Raiders roaring again. The score, Pittsburgh 28, Oakland 21.
Introducing the new Plymouth Arrow.
Me and my Arrow.
It's got comfortable flow-through ventilation.
Taking the high road.
It's got a comfortable base sticker price. $31.75, excluding taxes and destination charges.
It's me and my Arrow.
The optional Silent Shaft 4 is likely the quietest 4 around. Plymouth Arrow. What more can a little car give?
Bank AmeriCard, today's way to pay, presents
birthday presents, perfume essence, galoshes for the rain,
tennis rackets, winter jackets,
new window panes, eyeshadow, vacations, a hammock for the yard, airline tickets, okay wickets, with Bank AmeriCard, hookers, tweeters, fancy eaters, skateboards and engine frees, hotels, car rents, golfing tees. Bank AmeriCard. Bank AmeriCard.
today's way to pay.
Dave Casper has caught more passes in this game today than he caught all last year. He had a tremendous preseason to beat Ted Qualick out at tight end. In the expansion pool, they let Windsor go, or not Windsor, but Bobby Moore go to Tampa. And Casper caught one touchdown pass last year and has caught 2 today. Now Ray Guy to kick off. The Steelers are looking for an onside kick. The guy boots it deep on the scribbler. Bounding around. Picked up by Delaplane. Back to the 20. Delaplane trying to get outside. He does. Flags go down. There's a clip. There's a clip out there, I think, on Donnie Shell. Donnie Shell clipped 31. And he clipped back inside the 20.
Well, they got Blankenship, who's been one of the real headhunters. That's how he made the ball club, only special teams, but he was down there. Shell is also the captain of his special teams. Again, it's one of those things I don't think was an intentional clip.
Here it is. Personal foul. Clipping. Number 31. Half the distance.
Here you go. Shell, 31. Blocking on Blankenship.
That's a
trying to get out of the way. Couldn't quite do it. Got him in the back.
All right. Pittsburgh on their 9-yard line with a first down. Trying to hold on to a 28-21 lead. They were ahead 28-14. Oakland roared with a touchdown. And look at that. A yard loss on Rocky Bleier. Charles Filya, the big rookie end, who's earning himself a starting job for the season with Corver, Toms, Klein all injured. They had to start his rookie today. Klein was picked up by the 49ers. Here are scores. Baltimore beat New England. Cincinnati defeated Denver 17-7. Cleveland beat the Jets 38-17. San Diego over Kansas City 30-16. Second down 11. Bleier stopped at the 10. We're approaching 2 minutes to go, and the clock will stop. There's a 2-minute warning. The clock has stopped. Both teams have their full complement of timeout. 2-minute warning. And our timeout with a score, Pittsburgh 28, Oakland 21.
KCKN with the weather. Looks like we're due for some locally heavy thunder showers with increasing cloudiness as that rain moves in.
See, I told you it was going to rain, didn't I?
Well, maybe you should be on the radio, Matt.
Let's leave these dishes. You drive the baler and I'll drive the bale wagon. Let's get going before it rains.
Matt Eggety may lose $2,000 if he doesn't get his hay in before it rains. Even though farming is America's biggest business, it's totally at the mercy of the weather. And that's one reason why Sperry New Holland invented machines like the baler and the bale wagon.
Hi, honey. How many have you got? I got quite a few. Let's get going before it rains.
Without these machines, it might take 6 men 2 days to do this job. With them, Matt and his wife can do it in a day. Another demonstration of the big idea at Sperry Rand Corporation.
Got it in just in time, didn't you?
Making machines do more so man can do more.
Minutes to go here. Kurt Gowdy and Don Meredith with you from the Oakland Coliseum. Other scores, Houston shut out Tampa 20-0. The Rams 30, Atlanta 14. Washington the last minute beat the Giants 19-17. All right, we have a 3rd and 10. Bradshaw going out to Stallworth. He slipped and fell. Clock stopped with 1:55 to go. And Pittsburgh must punt. And Oakland still has a chance. Stallworth has hurt himself.
Stallworth looked like they either turned something when he fell or fell across him. He's out there. Has to be with his legs, it appears.
Stallworth, who has made 6 catches today, the leading receiver for the Steelers, played a brilliant game. And we're trying to get it out to him on that big 3rd down play. Steelers were hoping for a first down and to keep possession and make the Raiders use their timeout. The wind is just about flat right now. Bobby Walden will go back in the end zone to punt. And Neil Colsey is going to be deep at his own 47. Neil Colsey. Stay tuned there. As soon as this game will join the world of Walt Disney, Mike Webster will snap. Colsey's at the 50. It's blocked. Partially blocked. Charlie Phillips has it. Raiders ball. Inside the 30-yard line of Pittsburgh. Raiders ball. And now this crowd is going wild. Another sellout. Year after year, they sell out every game here in the Oakland Coliseum. Let's watch it.
Looks to me that Bobby took a little extra step, got a little close. It's good penetration in there. That's 46. Warren Bankston.
First down now. The Raiders on the Steeler 29-yard line. The Raiders have all three of their timeouts left. Stabler. And he threw that one away. There was no one open. They were blanketed. Blitnikoff deep in the end zone. Branch on the near sideline.
Well, let's take another look at it. This is Blitnikoff at the top of the screen. Got a little pressure. He's pretty open over in that corner. He says, hello, hello, look at me. I'm sure he'll mention it to him when he gets back in the huddle.
Clarence Davis checks in. Mike Ciani's out. All right, Blitnikoff comes to the near side. Branch in the slot.
I'd look for Casper up at the top of that screen. What are they going to do?
Second down, 10. Hard rush on Stabler. Out it goes. And it is good. Nearly there to Clarence Davis. Lauren Tays, they try to get Davis isolated on a linebacker. So it'll be 3rd and 10. We're going to pause briefly for station identification. This is the NBC Television Network.
WIIC-TV Channel 11, Pittsburgh.
Those of you on the East Coast and Midwest, stay tuned after this game for the wonderful world of Disney. We have a 3rd and 10. Oakland's on the Pittsburgh 29. They just got the ball with what looked like a solid shot maybe to tie it up. But Pittsburgh stopped them twice now. Steelers have 4 linebackers. Andy Russell's back in. Here's a 3rd down play. And this pass is overthrown.
All right.
It is now 4th down.
Good shot of Jack Ham, Kurt, coming in from his linebacker position. They haven't done that much today. They're trying to get more pressure on Kenny. They don't want him to stand around back there and throw. As we mentioned in this telecast, as most people know, if he's got time, he can sure zero it in there. So they just blitzed Ham that time.
It is 28-21 Pittsburgh. 1:29 to go. The last chance, perhaps, for Oakland. Ciani and Blitnikoff to the right, Branch to the left. This will be it for Stabler. And he's taking away the pass.
All right.
He's at the 10. He's racing for the flag. And he will at the yard line. The clock is moving. 1st and goal to go. Branch nearly made it into the end zone.
What a move. What a move.
Timeout has been called by the Raiders.
All right, here's the first move. Watch this one right here. Joe Green coming in. Stabler moves out of him. Sees Branch coming back across the middle. Good defensive play. Branch with his speed going to the outside. 23, Wagner makes a game. He makes a heck of a move right there to keep him from scoring.
Oh, now Wagner really saved it for him. And when you catch Branch and nip him from behind, you've done something. He was a world-class sprinter at Colorado. It is now 1st and goal to go. Oakland on the Pittsburgh 2-yard line. If they score and kick the point, it'll be a tie. And remember, we're going to have an overtime.
That was a 4th down, too, Kurt. When you look at it, that was the last shot.
They've got 3 tight ends in the game now. Ted Qualick, Dave Casper, and Warren Bankston. Stabler ducked under Joe Green to get away. That's what set that up. That was the last gasp for the Raiders. That was a 4th and 10 play.
4th and 10. He's hit 21 out of 38 for 342 yards. Thrown for 2. That's not a bad day's work.
No, sir.
Or has he thrown for 3?
First down and goal to go. Now they're asking the crowd to quiet down. They have Manasak and Clarence Davis.